Howdy do, everyone. It has been a hot minute since I have been live. You know, life happens, and then you decide on just a whim and a subconscious thought, you decide you're going to buy a puppy. Yep, that's what I did this week. Well, actually, a week to the day, right? Yes. So I've had a new puppy for a week. So I have a studio audience now. So I'm going to give this a try. Over my shoulder, she's actually she's on the floor sleeping, and I apologize for the non-amount of light in here. I'm trying to set an ambiance here, so we're gonna get the puppy cam on here just a second, if I can get this right. Okay, where is it? Hold on, is it open? Okay, if you're gonna hear scratching, it's the cord. Okay, hold on. Yeah, studio audience, and I set this up. Okay, there it is. All right, now. Hi everybody. Oh, first of all, we have to do show and tell. We have to do the show and tell on the puppy. Okay, so hold on. Let me get this over here. Hold on. She's on the floor, and I can't do things backwards. Okay, hold on. There she is. Okay, now I'm gonna, with my other hand available. You could probably see her on the phone. Here, let me raise it up. There we go. Okay, hold on. Let me switch to the puppy cam. There she is. She's the little one curled up in a little ball, the blonde one. Her name is, I can't say it because, well, she doesn't know her name. Daisy, does she? No, she doesn't. And then there's Gigi on the floor. So she's got her toys. Uh-oh, lost camera. Oops, it's a delay. Yep, you saw the mess. My office mess. But there she is with her toys. Okay, lovely. So, okay, so Mia stopped by for a little bit. I'm glad you got to see the puppy. But yeah, that's basically what's kept me busy lately. As in, like, every time I go outside, it's a half an hour because we are making sure the training session goes well, that outdoors is the bathroom, not indoors. Although I found one on the floor this morning. Got to be a little more vigilant with the puppy and the potty training. Thank you so much. Yes, her name is Daisy. I traveled 3 hours to Harlem, Georgia to pick her up, and then 3 hours back home. And I was able to get back home. Let's see, what time did I leave? Oh, 7 o'clock in the morning. To get there at 10, spent 45 minutes, paper exchange, and getting to know her, put her in the crate, and back home to a appointment at 3:30. So yes. Hey, Imran from Web Squadron is here. How to do? I probably can do it again if he just popped in. Yes, I got a puppy, so let's see if I can use my technical skills again. All right, let me turn this back around and get the puppy on the floor. Right there. And then switch the camera to the puppy cam. There she is. There she is, sleeping on the floor. And look, she has her name is Daisy. She doesn't know her name yet. And she has a daisy petal on her forehead, a little teardrop. And I chose the name before I picked her out. So if you're wondering how I acquired her, I got on petfinder.com. And I was looking for a lab puppy, and she fit the bill, so I drove 3 hours to go get her. Alrighty, so that's puppy time. And I'm trying to catch up because, yeah, I'm still on the alpaca farm. And, oh, by the way, if by chance this pops up on the screen, I'm going to try to give it 7 minutes to try to get her out the door, because if she starts whining and moving around, we're going to have to go to a puppy time break. So I'm still working on the alpaca farm at 7 o'clock in the morning. So it is a struggle to get here at 10 o'clock in the morning and do a live, because I'm tired after I do trying to water 40-something alpacas and all of their buckets and all of their troughs. Not by myself. I do have help, but it still is a lot of work in the morning. So, since y'all are here, I need to play catch up to some topics that, Imran's been talking about and WP Toots has been talking about. Um, and I'm going in a different direction with the topic of, there is a little disgruntledness in the world of Elementor. Yes, I'm switching gears back into Elementor. Disgruntledness to the pace of satisfying people with features and so forth. And, I think it is my personal opinion. You can take it, leave it, or just hit X right now if you want to. But it's my opinion that we as people who are using Elementor works on top of WordPress. And let me just get my data correct. Yes, okay. So yes, it is correct that WordPress started in 2002. Now, if we really look at the core of WordPress hasn't changed in 20 years, boys and girls. They've added features, but we're still working on hold on, let me get it right. We're working on top of a AMP stack, AMP stack. And an AMP stack is Apache, MySQL, and PHP. That, boys and girls, has not changed in 20 years. Sure, you've got Nginx, and sure, we've upgraded SQL, and PHP has gotten better and more secure, but the fundamental part of Elementor really hasn't changed. So I'm looking at the chat here, and we're still talking about puppies, and I've moved on. Because we can't pay too much attention, because if we do, then excitement happens, and yeah. So I feel, it is my opinion, that the problems with Elementor are the problems with WordPress. Sure, WordPress is trying to change with its little extra added feature called Gutenberg, but yet the platform itself, the AMP stack, hasn't changed in 20 years. Maybe it's gotten a little faster, maybe it's gotten a little secure, but as for third-party plugins and the stack itself, I think the plugin, I'm not going after plugin authors and publishers and creators, but the stack itself hasn't changed. And, WordPress updates itself, it updates PHP. Then we've got the server environment, and there's so many different server environments. It's just a wild, wild west of environment working on 20 years of nothing really changing. I mean, I really don't mean nothing as in hardcore nothing, but the fundamental environment hasn't really changed a whole lot. So I don't like to look at finite details of a problem. I like to go up and out and say, what's the core fundamental stack problem? That's just my opinion. So I'm going to leave that there, and y'all can leave little notes as to whether you like that my opinion or not. But I don't really want to point any fingers at Elementor. I don't want to point any fingers at WordPress. I'm looking at the fundamental AMP stack itself, because everybody knows that when you install a WordPress environment on any server, let's just go shared for the unsecure part of it. Anybody who puts a WordPress website on a shared hosting environment, you better plug up holes, security holes, real quick. You better make sure that you have some sort of security plug-in and a backup, because you're going to get inundated with bots and things immediately with nefarious, not acting right agents on said shared server. Sure, you can upgrade your environment, make sure it's secure with higher hosting, but yeah, who wants to do that? those who are serious about their security. So that's just, I wanted to catch up. I wanted to add my 2 cents and my reflection on other conversations about the disgruntledness of the Elementor fan base. Some people are leaving, things are unstable. Every time a new great big huge feature set comes out with Elementor, things break, people get upset, and they just want to find something stable. Wherein adds another opinion of mine is to the Stratic acquisition. So my thinking, and I'm just thinking here, I'm just throwing things on the wall and see what sticks, which probably won't. Maybe Elementor thinks that to make things stable, they need to create a staging environment and offer that to sort of like make sure everything works before you go live, and rip everything out, take it down to its basic level of HTML and CSS, but yet we have a staging, working, tinkering, does it work environment. Work on that until you push it live to the point where it's headless, and I'm not going to say nobody can get to it, but security is at a higher caliber when you go headless. So I don't know. I don't know whether Elementor chose to take that acquisition as to solve a problem, but one ventures to think about that. So, yes, just thinking out loud about the, Elementor disgruntledness in the fan base. So I'll end that there, and we'll move on. So we'll just move on to updates, because I'm looking at a local hosting where I've got lots and lots of updates that need to be updated. So I'll just share that screen with you, and we'll go through some of them. Since I've been away for a while, we'll just talk about these updates. So Elementor has had some updates. And we're at, I haven't updated like lately. We got Elementor 3.7.4. So let's take a look at those details. 3.2, a lot of it, I know the latest one has to do with WooCommerce right there. Some WooCommerce tinkering and some jQuery errors, taking care of some functionings in the background. Errors deprecated. Editor to load problems. Yay, wonderful, fix that problem. Motion effects, column, global theme builder. We got some fixes going on. That's great. Horizontal scrolling appears at the, so that was a fix. The flex grow is direction column. We got a fix there. That's great. So yeah, we've had some much needed fixes going on, so we'll just hit update on that. And Elementor Pro, since I've been live with this site, has had some updates. So I know when I hit the view version right here, view the version, it's not going to work. I'm going to hit the change log, because 9 times out of 10 you can get fixed error message appears WooCommerce again, WooCommerce, and a tweak PHP. Triangle icon not working. Page jumps, flickers. I'm hoping everybody's happy with these fixes and tweaks. License mechanism. Okay, that's great. Let's just hit update, because I'm in a testing environment, because I can. Alrighty. Uh-oh, it failed. Okay, that's great. Oh boy for steroids. He's now at 2.01. What did he update? The glider had some problems. The widget stalker, missing value for tablets and mobiles. All right, good. Functions. Breaking Bad min height option added to column. I would love to go into some of this stuff today, but I have puppy on the brain. So I don't know how long I'm going to be here. Uh-huh. Alrighty. Good, good, good. Postman. I'm still looking for the Postman tutorial. I haven't checked that lately. So we'll just hit the update on the oh boy steroids for Elementor update. And the premium version of Unlimited Elements. All right, great, wonderful, lovely. Let's just see, is it, yeah, it's not ready with this version of WordPress just yet. So it was updated 4 days ago. All right, so we're just going to have to wait for that. I'm not going to install it. I mean, it's a testing environment, it'll be okay, but I'm not looking for problems. And that 6.02 is available now. There's been some tweaks and updates to WordPress itself. Updating WordPress, la 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 la. Let's see, summary, installation update information, summary, security and maintenance updates. Here we go. 12 bug fixes and core, and 5 bug fixes for the block editor. We won't go there, but let's just look at the, okay, so register block, what's new, page design issue, and core WordPress. What is that? I don't know. Let's click on it and find out. Additional design toolbox, equal height. Please refer to, oh, okay, so this is Gutenberg stuff. Because, yeah, that's equal height. Okay. Lovely, lovely. Good to know. Custom template parts. Okay, this is all Gutenberg stuff. Update about page. The about page for 201. Moment.js. Okay. A defect and a bug. All right. Back port bug fixes. Okay, great. Skating is here, and I have a message. You can't see it. Great. Who is it? Okay. Yep. It's my alpaca friends. They're letting me know when the next walking the alpacas around the neighborhood are. Hey, yes. It is Jimmy. Thank you. It's been so while. Such a long time. I had to remember your name, Jimmy. Hey. So I will just hey right back at you in the chat. Hey. That's all right. I am just killing time because I have a studio audience. I have a new acquisition. I love that. I have a puppy. And y'all, I have to do it again. I'm sorry. It's what I do, and I'm a nature child, and I love the fact that she's actually sleeping on the floor. Okay, hold on just a second. We will switch to the puppy cam right here. Hold on. Puppy cam coming up. Here we are. Oh, it froze. Maybe it'll catch up here in a minute. Yep, there she is. Hold on. I can't do this backwards. Okay, that's my dog. Okay, I gotta use my other hand. Oh, she opened her eyes. We awakened the beast. Nope, she went back to sleep. Okay. I'm sorry for the glitching. There she is. I can't do this backwards. So there's the puppy cam. She's a little blonde one with a pink collar on. Sorry, we're going to switch back to this. Hold on. Here we go. I'm coming back. There we are. So that's my studio audience now who are asleep. But if one of them, the new one, Daisy is her name. She doesn't know her name. I can scream Daisy and she wouldn't get up. If we have a rude interruption of a bathroom break, I have a screen for that. So anyway, back to getting out of WordPress and back to updates. Thank you. Let's go back again. There we go. Plugins. Didn't I just update that? Didn't I just update these? Why did it not take? Interesting. We're going to update. Maybe I didn't. Well, we're going to hit it again. Failed to update. The plugin is at the latest version. Well, then why did you offer me? Well, let's just hit them all, baby. Getting weird things. Thank you so much. She is a cutie patootie. So I will tell you quickly, because we have a new member to the audience. I drove 3 hours to Harlem, Georgia, What is the deal with all these? I'm getting failures, y'all. What is this? Why is it failing? Maybe let's just hit refresh. Hard refresh. Let's update the WordPress version 2. I traveled 3 hours to Harlem, Georgia, from South Carolina to pick her up. And I got her off of petfinder.com. I was looking for a lab mix, and she fit the bill, and so off I went to pick her up. It's the first time I've ever traveled to another state to pick up a dog. So, anywho, there we are, premium version. Okay, so, y'all, I don't have anything for you today. Oh boy, that's so exciting. Update your plugins. So yeah, let me just think about this here real quick. Let's just chit chat because Jimmy's here and Web Squadron's here, and I got another. Pixt is here. Hey, the gang's all here. The gang is all here. Hey, Pixta. Thanks for coming by. So yeah, just catching up. I've been away for a while, working with animals, getting a new puppy. My mornings are taken with filling water buckets for 47 alpacas, which is a 5-minute walk from my house. And so that's what I was doing this morning. And we also we walked them around the neighborhood. 3 of them, Olaf, Express, and I don't remember she just acquired 2 more. Express is a new one, and don't remember the other guy's name. So yes. Do y'all have any topics of conversation? Because I've already talked about the hot topic already. Pixta and skating missed it. You'll just have to watch the replay. Oh, where have I been hiding all the time? Animals, man. I'm a nature child. I just got to go play with animals. Life happens, and yeah. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I haven't been doing a whole lot. I did release a video not too long ago about, I'm pulling that up if I can find my own channel. Woo, my channel. The latest video was, click the right button. That one's live now. How to create an Elementor button triggered pop-up with images from Google Drive. Now, y'all, that was just a fun video to put together. It was just so much fun that I just wanted to give it a try. Replay's not the same, especially when the chat isn't showing up. So do you want the chat to, because I've been turning it off, but if I have a request to keep the chat in the replay, then I will do so. All you have to do is raise your hand and say, yes, please, make the chat continue. 9 times out of 10, I don't watch the chat on other people's stream. I usually just, enjoy the conversation of the host of the channel. Wink, wink. Ain't that right, Imran? Oh, so yeah, y'all, I've just been doing the animal thing and getting back into the computer thing. Yeah, that's about all I've been doing. I got Daisy a week ago. Daisy's the new puppy. A week ago today, I was at somebody's house in Georgia picking her up. And she's been very good. We've only had 2 accidents. I found one this morning, a little puddle on the floor. And the other puddle came when she walked into the house, and I was just like trying to give her a tour of her new accommodations. And we took one too many laps around the couch. I was pushing my luck. I knew I was. We had already had a pit stop at a Wendy's about 45 minutes away from the house, but obviously she had to go in. And so she left a little puddle on the floor. But we've been very good about going outside for basically 2 accidents in a week. Hey, I think that's complete and utter progress and joy. But it also helps when I am a dog trainer. I think last night I was paying a little too much attention to the computer, and she wandered off and decided I had to go, so I went on the floor. So, yeah, she's she's high energy and has been harassing my older dog, Gigi. But I've had to stop some of that harassment because Gigi kind of got a little irked at her one time. So, yeah, I have to play referee. But all in all, they play together very well. They chase each other around the yard, and so it's good. You're like the new dog whisperer. You know, that you brought that up, Jimmy. I actually took Cesar Millan's home training class. I did. I bought his class. I got this gargantuan notebook. Was it a video thing too? Yes, he had recorded all these videos. You had notebook. You had to fill out all these exams. And I was actually wanting to be a dog trainer. So I was doing that at the same time and passed my training exam. And then I had to volunteer 10 hours at a humane society. 10 hours, and about 4 years later, I, got my skills going. I started a dog training business. That only lasted a year because I got into dog training and I found out that the owners needed more training than the dogs themselves, and they weren't willing to do what was necessary to make rules, boundaries, limitations, that sort of thing. And so I got out because I really, and a lot of people didn't want to do what I was suggesting. They wanted to keep baby as a baby and pick up baby and wonder why baby gets upset and sharks out on strangers coming in the house and wants it to stop. Oh, you wonder why. And actually, I have met Mr. Cesar Millan not once, but twice. And I got to meet his first pit bull daddy. Yes, yes, yes. I think I traveled to Atlanta to see one of his traveling shows, and I got a picture with him. I don't think I could find his picture if I tried, but I'm going to try. Let's see. Let me look in my favorites here real quick. Let me go to albums. Let's go to favorites. All right. I'm just looking real quick. No, I don't have. Yes, it is. There it is. Okay, hold on just a second. All right. So, how are we going to do this? I'm going to do it on my computer. Hold on just a second. Y'all don't believe me. I know some of you are like, girl, you lying? Oh, I can't do it there. So what we'll do is we'll just do this. I'll pull it up to the camera. And it's probably going to be out of focus. But yes, that's him. And me. And Daddy. Right there. It looks like Cesar Millan, doesn't it? Let me zoom in on his face. Yep, that's him. Yep. There it is. Him and me. Cesar Millan. Yep. I believe his training. Some people don't. Some people think it's a little too much. But having raised a pit bull myself as well, let me just tell you, it works. Because I got so much harassment for having a pit bull. Y'all, it's real. The harassment for people owning pit bulls is a real thing. But I can say that his techniques work with, I don't even like to use the word bully breed. But in order to psychologically get a dog to follow you, you have to be a pack leader. Sometimes you have to be a little sterner than normal. So at any rate, and it also depends on the breed. I mean, German Shepherds, yeah, you kind of have to be you got to control that focus and energy. Now with the Chihuahua, not so much, but yes, they can be land sharks too. Cocker spaniels are known to. We had a cocker spaniel when I was little. It wasn't. It was an old dog, and it wasn't. It wasn't too much of a hassle. It lived by itself, so it was lonely and always wanted attention. So, at any rate, there are certain breeds that are a little more difficult. And as oh, now I'm going to talk about dogs all day long. Lord have mercy. Um, is low, medium, and high energy dogs, and I think Daisy is a high energy dog. Um, and so it just takes more effort to contain that energy so that it doesn't harass and make other dogs uncomfortable to the point where they have to protect themselves. So you kind of just have to make a little bit more boundaries and watch excitement and curb the enthusiasm. So enough about the dogs. That is boring because this is a web development channel. But I've got nothing else to do today because I just wasn't prepared. Let me check my notes app because I think I did write something down. Yeah, there it is. Yep. My opinion on Elementor and other page builders. Change. Oh, that's old. August 20th. Yeah, that's a month ago. A Sundays. So what will we talk about? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? That's funny. Oh, goodness. So yeah, I think we're all kind of with Elementor. We're just like, what's the... I don't know about y'all, but I think things in the field itself, just take technology, take WordPress, take Elementor, take all kinds of software companies. You know, I'm going philosophical now. I'm going philosophical. And I got 10 viewers watching. Hey, y'all, thanks for showing up. If you're not in the chat, I'm sorry. Maybe next time you can stop by. Please hit the like and the thumbs up and subscribe and hit that bell so that you'll know when I come back on. 14 people are here. That's great. How you doing? So I'm talking about the industry at large. Is just it. I don't want to say it's stagnant, but I just feel like everybody's trying to take a breath because for the past 2.5 years we've been in survival mechanism, psychologically, emotionally, physically. Like we've had to take care of ourselves. Like, are we going to live or are we going to die? We need to separate ourselves from other people. And I just feel like everybody was, the industry themselves, businesses were in survival mode. The psyche of everybody and every organization and every industry was trying to save themselves from the hard stomp on the brakes of life when the pandemic hit. And I think we're okay, we've gotten through all of that survival mechanism, and it's like, okay, we know how it spreads. We have survived losing customers and not having deliveries. And now it's just like, okay, we've gone over the hump or, into the ditch. And we've crawled up out of the ditch. And now we're just like, let's just take a breath because we're all tired. We just don't know what to do next because we've been in survival mechanism. And I just feel like all industries, businesses, and organizations everywhere are just like, can we just take a break? Whoo! So I just feel like there's a pause in the industries. Like how can you innovate when you're trying to save yourself, save your business? So it's very interesting how I just feel like things are stagnant right now. That people are just kind of like, okay, we survived. And now it's like all those creative juices are really not there because we're tired. It's all that energy was put into surviving businesses and keeping afloat and watching finances and cutting things back, letting things go, letting employees go. not having employees show up. So I really feel like there's this sense of stagnant energy. Just the whole world is um, like trying to take a breath so that we can all get back together and figure out this new normal of, contagion and how to deal with it. I feel like everybody's gotten to the point where it's like, you're going to get it sometime, pointing. And uh, as I knock on wood, I haven't gotten it yet. I think that hermit in me has, I have dodged bullets left and right, been next to people who've had it and I didn't get it. But I'm also boosted and vaccinated. Um, I'm keeping current. So, and live by myself and don't choose to go out anywhere. But I have been in restaurants, 2 restaurants in the past 2 weeks. And I went back to church to a gathering. That was yesterday. Lord help us all. So, so yeah, I just feel like the it's everything's on pause. So I think we kind of need to be conscious of that fact. Like all industries, software, hardware, we're running out of chips. We are, I got a new car and it doesn't have heated seats, or the steering wheel doesn't heat up because the silicon chips that work with I don't know, I know computers, but I don't know cars. We're in a chip shortage. What does that mean? How are we going to deal with that? So that's kind of where my thoughts have been lately, and I've been in sort of a funk. Um, you know, uh, I just know that I'm very connected to a lot of things, mentally, emotionally, and psychically. I don't do reading, so don't ask. It's not that kind of thing. I just feel I'm very sensitive to walk into a room and I can feel who's in a bad mood and who's in a good mood and who I need to stay away from because they have anger management problems, that kind of thing. So I sense and feel, um, the world at large, and so I just feel that I've kind of had to take a break, and you know I'm okay now. We know what to expect of this, how to be around each other, and we just need to take a break and just say, okay, let's recharge the batteries and get our creative juices flowing again and see what happens next. Ooh, yeah, we were up and now we're down. I've just bored people to tears about what I think about the future of the world. So anyway, they were up to 14 and now I'm down to 9. 5 people thought I was boring. Hey, sometimes I think I'm boring too. I'm going to call a thing a thing. So that's kind of where I've been, the philosophy of taking a break and trying to find new creative juices and where to go with that. And speaking of where to go next, let me see if I can get it right. No, because the password's at the other computer. But there it is. Okay. There's no way I'm going to remember what the password is. It's one of those I just didn't. Let me see if I can. Will it come up? No, it won't. If I hit cancel, it's going to give me a 404 error. Yes, 401 unauthorized requirement. Okay. But even though the Ellie Design Bits, if you're new, I'm creating a website called Ellie Design Bits. I can't think and spell at the same time. Ellie Design Bits, BITS.com. Here we go. I'll pull this up on the screen. See, I can't even get that. No, unauthorized requirement. It's password protected to the point you can't see it. Okay. But even that, I'm getting a little disillusioned by creating it. I got to record a video for the instructions, and then I've been building little snippets, not snippets, design bits to offer other people. So, yeah, I've kind of pumped the brakes on that one too. Running out of topics, and the dog is sleeping on the floor. What do you want to talk about? I don't know. Somebody give me a topic. This is just not a. I'm tired, y'all. Actually, I don't want to say this to my dear alpaca friends, but I'm just tired of getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and going out to the alpaca farm and being there at 7. Now that I've got this puppy on the floor, I have to schedule my mornings and make sure that I get up and she gets fed and there's enough time for her to go to the bathroom. So, yeah, puppies will wear you out. Puppies will wear you out. Yes, they will. Having to strategically time, okay, I've got to go out in an hour and a half, okay, get the potty break going. But you got to love them. You got to love them when they're that cute. Yes, yes, yes. You just got to love them. So, I don't know what else to talk about. Painting by Elementor in the moment. Also trying to look for alternative bricks, something else. You know what? What did I buy? Let me look at my email. I think I did buy bricks. I don't know. Sometimes I will follow the herd. Let me go back in my emails. Nope, we got to go back further than that. I think it was about 2 weeks ago that I decided to buy bricks. Just because everybody was talking about it. And I did download Breakdance. I did download Breakdance and gave it a try. Is it on this computer? Let's see. No, it's on my other laptop, my daily laptop, that I decided to... have I used bricks yet? I looked at it for about 15 minutes, and I can't give you an opinion yet. And then again, yeah, I'm right there with you, Imran. Bricks is a backup just in case. I'll still use L as my main builder. Yeah, it's my primary builder too. I shall not abandon Elementor any day soon. Oh, come on, emails. Any day soon, because I just don't want to type code anymore. I did that for 20-something years, typed code, angle bracket for angle bracket, HTML code and CSS forever, and creating WordPress themes by hand. I just don't want to do that anymore. And Oxygen was one of those things I gave a try, and I'm like, no, I don't want to code anymore. That just takes too much time. Drag and drop, baby, that's what I'm at. I do not want to code. I mean, I'll do some, overrides with CSS. I'll still keep my CSS skills fresh. But as for hand coding line for line, writing, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I'm back into June. No, it's not that far away. I passed it. Anyway, tried bricks, staying with Elementor. Yeah, see, Elementor just fits like a glove, y'all. It really does. I mean, sure, it has a little, it does have a little gotchas, and you kind of got to know the gotchas. And so, speaking of gotchas, I actually do have something to show you. So what we're going to do is, let me get my local up here. Let's see. Which one do I want to kill? We'll just play with this one. Okay. All right. I don't think there's much in here. It's got plugins that need updating too. Okay, we're going to hit update on that one. And so I have a person who consults with me about their WordPress, their Elementor site. And let me hit that update too. And so they were actually using a, he made the frameworks ready to share it with you all. Pixel, what you're saying? It's like a CSS? Are you talking about SCSS? I don't know what a CSS. I'm going to have to look that up, Pixta. What is a CSS? Never heard of it. A CSS. Is it a thing? Nope. What is a CSS? Advanced Combined Citing System. I don't think that's what you're talking about. Did you mean bricks. Hold on. I've got to go back because you're talking about something. CSS spacing framework. See, I'm skipping the thing. Oh, you have an ACSS. You're making a spacing framework. Okay, I'll try it with bricks, working on the documentation website at the moment. Pixta's got a project. Wonderful Pixta. It's like ACSS in light version. You're going to have to explain to me or send me a link. Well, you can't. What is ACSS? CSS. Okay, what I'm gonna type in the ACSS CSS, and there. An unopinionated CSS utility library. ACSS.io. Let's take a look at this, boys and girls. Atomizer. Am I hitting the right button? Yes, I am. There it is. Is this what you're talking about? Automatic CSS. It's a plugin with a lot of things, but a paid plugin. Automatic CSS. Okay, so this is not what you're talking about. Okay, well then, let's take that off the screen and look. So it's a plugin, all right? We're looking for a plugin. Let's go to plugins and take a look for a plugin. You have brought something onto my radar screen. Shall I look in the plugin repository on the WordPress thing? ACSS. Nope, nothing's coming up. What's that other one? It has a name. Automatic CSS. Oh, okay. See, you got to type it right. You got to get the name right. Automatic CSS. If you don't type it right, it will not show up in the library. Visual. Hummingbird. Menu. Advanced automatic updates. Nope. Blah, blah, blah. Automatic. Blah, blah, blah. I don't see what you're talking about. Automatic CSS plugin. Okay, so we're going to Google that one. Automatic CSS plugin. And I'm going to be very specific, and I'm going to say WordPress. AutomaticCSS.com. I think we are now hitting the target. The bullseye has just been the #1 utility framework for WordPress page builders. Oh, but I think we're here. We have arrived. There it is. Automatic typography. Anything on your automatic CSS powered website that contains text, whether it's a heading, paragraph, list, form field, or anything else, follows a perfect mathematical scale and hierarchy through 12 different size options. Ooh. Makes a geek shivers down their spine. Automatic colors. So we're talking about CSS variables, probably. Probably. I'll have to look at the documentation because all geeks love looking at documentation. Automatic spacing. Oh, auto. Auto sounds like variables. Calc. Yep, calc features. This little girl wasn't born yesterday, and it sure wasn't in the afternoon. Insane customizability. Don't say that word fast. Automatic fallbacks. Finally, a true utility. This is new to me. The only framework that I've used is, what was the blue Yeti looking dude? CSS framework. Now you're going to make me look it up. CSS framework. Bootstrap was one of them. I used Bootstrap back in the day. Who uses that anymore? Top 5 frameworks for, yep, here we go. Browser stack. Yep, here we go. Sorry, I have to go down memory lane. Foundation. The Foundation was the Blue Yeti thing. Okay, sorry. I had to do that. No, yes. Custom properties. Works with Bricks, Oxygen, and not Elementor yet. Okay. But does it work with, like, hardcore WordPress? Like, can you build a theme out of it? Well, let's just keep reading, boys and girls. Let's find out. Here's what you can do easily and quickly control with automatic CSS. Background overlays. Oh my word. Text, button, colors. I think we're talking about CSS variables. Would we be? Would we be? Border radius. Yes, look. Bing, ding, ding, ding. Girl can, I tell you, if I was a, they're your variables, your CSS variables. If I was a betting woman, I'd be rich. Yep. Okay. Oxygen, bricks, Gutenberg. Oh, not ready for Gutenberg yet. Yep. But it's ready for bricks. That's interesting. Look at that, how they just made it dark. Like it's coming, but we're not there yet. More coming soon as community members vote them up. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, where's the, I'm going to zoom to the top. So look away if you don't like things moving fast. Okay, let's go to the hamburger. My account, support, community, contact. Okay, buy the framework. Not ready for that yet. Let's go to the support community. Like, how does it work? Come on, give me the details. Oh, you want information I'm not ready to give you. We're not there yet. So there's nothing to click on. It just highlights. But you're not going to tell me. You have to get my email address before I will. You will give me the documentation for said. Yeah, these are all pictures. Is it a picture? Yep, it's a picture. Only one framework, blah, blah, blah. Is there not a download button? No. Oh, here's your license. I didn't go to the bottom of the page. Personal license, $69 a year. Support, private community, WordPress plugin. Oh, so okay. You said it was a plugin. Okay. This is interesting. Questions about the frame. Do you have a free version that we can test? No. You want money. You want money. Okay, different from other frameworks. I would like to know that too. How is automatic CSS different from other frameworks? Oh, you're just going to be vague. Unique and fundamental. That's word salad, boys and girls. That's what I call word salad. And a fresh and unique word salad. Ain't no meat on that bone. Ain't no meat on that bone to tell me anything. Understand critical differences. Read this write-up. Okay, so it just won't take a paragraph. Well, then why did you just word salad it for me? Okay. There are a few reasons. Different. What? I don't like reading. I like pictures. Give me bullet points. It's actual for actual devs. Okay, that's great. Blah, blah, blah. Visual result may look the same. Happening on there's far more advanced. But you're not going to tell me what that unique and advanced CSS technique is. I'm not the author, but I make a similar framework with bare minimum features I think you'll ever need. Well, Pixta, you know, what do they call that? Just making up things as you go? Not making up things as you go. I'm sorry. That was not geared towards you. I was thinking in my brain about seeing something and then how to make it more simple and usable in your own personal life. But it looks like you're going to share the fruits of your labor with minimum features. Yes. Okay. Root font size is user adjustable. That's wonderful. Okay, so one rem is 10 pixels instead of the regular 16. Or is there? What is the regular rem version? Oh, 60, yeah, right, it's smaller, 62.5%. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Perfect typography. Yeah. Color system, primary, secondary, base, shade. Listen, y'all, we need to go somewhere else besides this. That's like Elementor stuff. What is primary? What does it mean? And that's what another thing. Hey, let's just get on a soapbox about that. Hey, back to Elementor. Thank you for letting me know about this automaticCSS.com. I will view the bookmarks bar, and I'm going to grab it and I'm going to put it as a bookmark to look at that later. And then view, show the bookmark, hide the bookmarks bar. So, yeah, let's just do this. Let's go back to Elementor. And I know that Emron, sweet Emron, if he's still here listening to me babble on today, he did a video on Elementor settings. No, we just want to go to a page. All pages. Open in new tab. Here we go. Just go to the home page. Here we go. All right. I was off on a tangent on one thing, and then I read about automatic. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. And these two things. Okay. And we'll go right here. Okay. So I wish someone, somewhere, including Elementor, maybe it's on their site and I haven't looked for it, but yeah, let's click on this. Site settings. Okay. Typography, blah, blah, blah. Global colors. Like this. Okay. So we got our global colors. I wish somewhere there is, and if there is, just point me in the right direction. Like when we set the primary color, I know that's probably going to be an H1. And there's this void of information when it comes to setting your global colors. Because, again, this is a sensitive topic for me. Where do the primary, secondary, we know text will show up on text, probably the body font. Where does the accent show up? Is it on an H6? Where do these show up? On what widgets? That's always been a sore spot with me, because if you go back to the site settings, honey, I come in here and I set everything in here because I know when I drop an H1 or H2 or an H3, I know what it's going to look like because I set it. But yet when you, let me close this up, when you grab something like a, there's no favorites in here. Like when you grab an icon box, you know, if you wanted to grab an icon box, what is that? That's an H3. So is that H3 tied to your site settings in your typography H3? Like, all right, let's just do this. Let's have fun, boys and girls. Right here, let's make it accent. Yes, it does. Okay. I just, you know, that's a hot topic of, I'm going to throw something on the page and I don't know how to control it. I wish there was a page for people who wanted to know, who wanted to be in the know, about where these things show up. What widgets are they tied to? Good to know. Good to know. So let's just make this. Let's just pick a, yeah, there we go. All right. So yeah. So now I do know where this is going to show up, because inside of the widget it's an H3. But again, this global colors primary. What widgets does the primary color affix itself to? We'll hit save. Thank you. Okay. So if I grab a high heading, it's going to be blue, right? No, it's black. Why? Because I thought primary. Oh, y'all, I'm sorry. Getting off on a tangent. I'm having a blonde girl moment here. Global colors, primary. Are these colors just really not associated with anything until you associate them with something? You know, some blonde-headed girl been working with Elementor for 4 years and you don't know this information yet? No, it has eluded me. I'm sorry. It's just the way I've used Elementor. Just, I need a color. I'm going to force it on there. So yeah, sometimes I make myself look really stupid on a live, and that's okay. Because somebody's sitting there saying the same thing. Where are these colors coming from? What are they associated with? When I drag and drop a widget in there, where does the color come from? like an icon list. Boop. They just come in black. But the text themselves, you know, you have to have developmental skills to know that when you hit preview changes, you have to know the inspect the element to see what the HTML is. It's an unordered list with a span, with an I tag and a before. And it's a span. LI. It's an LI item with a before I. I like your customer gives you a color scheme and wants you to use their specific brand colors. Yes, building a site is very easy when they give you their brand colors. Yes, it is. Oh, speaking of that, customer, client, let me get rid of this. So when it comes to beginners, and I know there may be a beginner here, an extra one. Hey, if you like what you see, click that like and subscribe button and the bell to be notified when I go live again. So let's just do something here real quick. I'm going to go to, does this one have, yes, it does. Okay, give me just a moment. Templates. Okay, I need to go into the Elementor tools. Tools or settings? Settings, I think. Experiments, yes. Okay, let's turn on the kits. Import, export, template kit. I'm going to turn that on to be active. And then I'm going to come down to the bottom of the page and I'm going to hit save. Okay, let's have a discussion about this because I have a client that's just about to pull their hair out over this one. So I did that, and now I need to go back to the pages, all pages, open a new tab. Okay, all I need to do was switch a tab, girlfriend. And let's do a hard refresh. Cancel. You got to update the page. Hard refresh is Control-Shift-R on Windows and Command-Shift-R on Mac, Chrome browser. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to click here. No, I'm not. Having a little brain donor moment. Okay, hold on just a second. Let's hit hard refresh on this page. And let's go to templates. Yes, this is where I want to go. Okay, kit library. So we just turned on the kit library. How do we do that, boys and girls? We went to Elementor settings, experiments. We turned on the export import kit. And then when we did that, this right here, kit library, showed up. Sorry, it's the edge of the screen. Kit library. Okay, I haven't really played with this, but I have a couple of clients who have had migraines of epic proportions using the kit library. Okay, so, and I will just show you one of these pain points. I mean, no disregard to Elementor and their ability to make kits. Let's go to blog. I'm going to pick the one that was a pain point. Here it is. It's the pro version of this business advisor blog. Okay, I'm just going to go real quick through this. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time, but I will show you the pain point of this particular kit. All right, so we're going to apply the kit. I know it's going to kill the site. Yes, go ahead, apply it. It's going to suck everything and make it. Note your life's home page. Yes, go, hit, go, next. Yes, everything gets wiped out. Not wiped out, but the kit is now going to override everything. Know that, boys and girls, that when you import a kit, whatever you've built is going to be pushed to the edge, and the kit's going to it's going to override everything you do. So you better be careful what you do. What we got? Okay, we got a footer, a header, single post, global, fonts, colors, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, 3 pages, 30 posts. Oh, God, all the content came in too. Great. I'm going to be cleaning this up later. Okay, so anyway, we're here. Let's go to a page. All pages. Open a new tab. Bloop. I got tabs all over the place. Okay, here we go. So we got 2 pages. Let's just edit with Elementor in a new tab. Okay, be the one. Yes, because the other one, very good. Okay, so here we are at this kit. And like, let's say, for example, we have our logo for this site and it's going to be installed. Okay, so what I need to do is go to the header of this kit. So I need to go edit the header. And so now we're editing the header. And I want to install here, if I can get it. Is this the, yes, the site logo. Okay. Yep. Edit site identity. Thank you. I need to go there. Okay. We're going to install a logo. And what have we got here? We've got all these other logos. Octray. Okay. I don't know where it came from, but it's going in. Okay. So there it is. We're not going to do a favicon. We're going to hit update. And we're going to close this. And it did not work, did it? Let's do a hard refresh. Always when you have a problem, let's hit that hard refresh button. Okay, Octray is there. All right, so let's go back and edit the site logo. Thank you. And let's take a look at the column. We know that all columns are percentage widths, aren't they? Yes, they are. They will always and forever be in percentages. How do we know this? Because it is locked right here as a percentage. Oh, look, they put the little grabbies on there. Okay, good to know. Didn't know. And so if the yeah, I'm having a brain donor moment. If the logo and the column are in percentage widths, wackadoodle things are going to happen. I'm going to edit the site logo. Okay, the full site URL. Okay, go to style. So the width of the image is 100%. Now I am here to tell you that's not right. That logo is bigger than that. I don't even know if it's an SVG. Let's go back and find out. Content, site identity. I don't even know. Choose image. Hold on. We have to go backwards here a minute. Is it SVG? Yes, it is. So if it is an SVG, which it is, I'm sure it can get bigger than that. And so this is where we have to when we're importing kits, we have to know how this kit works. We can't just go in there and say, I want this to work this way. Well, it may not work that way because that's not the way the kit was built. Because what you're thinking and how the developer of the kit made it are two different things. This is why I'm not a fan of kits. Because you have to figure out what's going on when wackadoodle stuff starts happening. So for example, we want to make this logo bigger. Knowing that the column is percentages, let's close this. So first of all, as a newbie, you need to know, okay, we need to edit the header, sorry. You need to know that always and forever, at least for now, your columns are going to be in the layout percentage widths. You can't make them pixel widths. And images, let's go here. When you drop them in, obviously in this instance, it is percent. But I don't want it in percent. And I want to make that logo bigger. So we're going to have to go to pixels for a finite size. Now, some people are probably screaming right now, you don't want to do that. You want to make your logos in percentages so that they will squeeze smaller in the smaller sized of the responsiveness. I'm not a fan of that. So I'm going to put pixels. It went to 100% pixels. But you see, I can't make my logo bigger. It needs to be bigger, but I can't. Why? Let's just say I wanted to make it 300 pixels. I know it's bigger than 300 pixels, but I can't get it any bigger. Why? Because the column is in percentages. So your logo can't get any bigger than its container, and its container is a percentage width column. So what are we going to have to do? We're going to have to go to the column and make it bigger. The column, not the icon, the column. Thank you. So I have to grab hold of the column and make it bigger. And why is it not getting bigger? Oh, because I grabbed something else. Okay, Command Z. All right, let's just manually do this. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, maybe this logo is not bigger than I want it to be. Oh, but see, then we have to go back to the site logo and the width. Well, see, I'm using a logo that I did not create. Here it is, pixel height. Okay, now we're talking. But if we take the pixel height off and delete it, then we control both the height and the width. See, normal people don't understand that. Normal people that are just your average, entrepreneurial, I own my own business. If you wanted your logo bigger, then you have to, and this is where my job as teaching older adults gets really hard, and guiding them to say, okay, check your column width, and within 30 minutes they're just like, how do you know this, and how am I supposed to know this too? And this is just, I think this is the most difficult problem for an average human being who has not spent 20 years in web development. To know how to do this sort of stuff. And they don't have time. They absolutely don't have time to. It took me, 5 minutes to figure out why that logo wasn't getting any bigger, because the height was set to a pixel value. And this is where people will just not want to build their own website because there's too much to know. And that's why we have jobs as web developers, to help them along the way. So, yep, someone agrees. So, yeah, it's very difficult to, for someone by themselves to say, oh, I feel like building my own website. Well, 6 months later, you might get the homepage done. So, yeah. I mean, even it took me 8 to 10 months just to get EleWebDev done. By the way, if you're new to this channel and you don't know about EleWebDev, that is EleWebDev.com. Make sure I spelled it correct. Yes, because come on now. I hit an extra letter, and there it is, videos. There we go. See, I'm on the first page of Google. Why? Because nobody else exists like I do. I'm special. But anyway, it took me 10 months to create what looks very simple. So very simple. It just took me 10 months to do this. It's actually just the homepage and a video, and no one has yet to subscribe to my newsletter. Yeah, a 4-page website took 10 months. I worked at a agency for 6 months, and we were to get a website done in 2 weeks. And they had multiple pages and blogs, blog posts, single page posts, and all that kind of stuff. Boy, you talk about stress. I do quality, not quantity. So I had to quit after 6 months because it was getting crazy. But again, if somebody tells me, if they have all their content, all their pictures, and all of their stuff ready to go, I could do it in 2 weeks. But that's not including SEO. That is not including, I don't do stores. I don't do WooCommerce. I'm simply a builder. Sort of like, if you want a house built, I can build you a house. But don't expect any electricity or plumbing. You're going to have to outsource that. So yes, for me, you have to outsource the SEO and the e-commerce. And we've been past an hour. So, oops, sorry, making noise. All righty. So we're going to try this one more time. One more time. Hold on. Just hold on. This will be the closing of the channel today. Oh, she went back to sleep. But yeah, I wanted to show you my little friend, my little studio audience. Hold on just a second. Let me switch cameras here just a second. There she is. I got her last Tuesday. I got her a week ago. Her name is Daisy. And that is my other dog, Gigi. But yeah, that's a little Miss Daisy. She doesn't know her name yet. But yeah, that's where I've been. If you're wondering, if you're a follower, I've had puppy to tend with. When was the last time I had a puppy? 16 years ago? I think so. That was Karma. Karma was her name, and she was a pit bull puppy. And she died a year and a half ago. So, at any rate, it was time to get another one. Not that I don't like older dogs that are trained very well, like Miss Gigi over there in the bed. I just needed new energy. Obviously I needed a headache and I needed stress. But as a dog trainer, I am able to make sure things go smoothly in the schedule. And oh yeah, please don't pee on the floor. She's moving around. So yeah, I was gonna put this up on the screen, but I think we'll just, she went right back to sleep. I was gonna put that on the screen, but I think we'll just end here at an hour. Oh yeah, she went right back to sleep. So, but anyway, I think that's all I've got to talk about today. Kits, Elementor's kits. You have to figure out how they work. Are they in percentages? Are they in pixels? Will it work for you? We don't know. But I know that people who don't have skills struggle, and I struggle with them. It's just, I'm one of those empath peoples that, I don't like people to struggle. And that's why I guess I teach older adults. Not everybody is an older adult that is my client. I know that, but I'm just a helper. And that's why I'm here today, to help you all out with your web development skills. I've talked more about dogs than web development skills today, but that's okay. But I think an hour and 20 minutes is good enough for me. I hope it's good enough for you. But please like and subscribe. I usually, maybe twice a week, go live. I have had a difficult schedule because of the fact that I volunteer on an alpaca farm every morning at 7 a.m. to help clean out and water 40-something alpacas. Today we walked them around the neighborhood. Neighborhood? You have an alpaca farm in your neighborhood? Yes, I do. And so the owners went away on a 2-week cruise in early July. 2 weeks, they came back and they had COVID. And so we then had to continue our morning ritual of helping them with watering the alpacas. And then in order for them to catch up on all of the chores they had to do and they're still catching up on their chores. Alrighty, skating, Jimmy. Have a nice day. Have a great day, Jimmy. Woohoo! And so, yeah, we're still watering the alpacas, cleaning out their troughs and their buckets, and that takes about an hour and a half every morning. So yeah, that's 8:30. But today we walked them, which took 2 hours, which was 9 o'clock. And then I had to make sure the little Daisy got her bathroom break. Oh, she's so cute sleeping. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and hopefully next time, what's today, Tuesday? Let me check my schedule. So that you're here now, I will let you know when I will have time to go live again, which will probably be Friday. And I'll mark myself in that on Friday at 10. So mark your calendars, because I'm marking mine right now. LIVE, 10 o'clock on Friday. And we'll be back here, and I will have subjects to talk about. Don't you worry your pretty little head. I'll give myself an hour and a half next time. Yeah, because we're an hour and a half into this lovely live show. So if you have questions, leave them down below in the comments section, or you can, let me just fix this real quick because I can. Yep, right here. If you would like to send me an email, you have a pain point. I will put the EleWeb, can I spell? EleWebDev.com. Hello, there we are. If you have a question, concern, need some guidance, want to know something about Elementor, you just write that info at EleWebDev.com and ask me, this isn't working. How can I get this to work? I want to recreate this. How would I be able to do that? Because I have 3 different shows on this channel. Build It. Oh, here. Let's just do this real quick. Yes. Right here. 3 great channels and 3 great shows in one channel. Tutorials, which videos I upload. Build It. Hey, if you want to see how something's built. And then we have our little chit chats right here. So if you want to write me about a pain point and don't know how to figure something out, hey, we'll take that on a live show. So yes, thank you all for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I know I did. And we'll not talk about alpacas or dogs, but that's just my hobbies. Oh, and I also like to go fishing, bass fishing, brim fishing, in a kayak. So that's another hobby. I just have all kinds of outdoorsy things I like to do. So it's kind of hard to sit here in front of a computer for an hour and a half, but it's also another passion of mine. So you all have a great day, and I hope to see you on Friday at 10, because that's where I'll be. Back here again, chatting about more about Elementor and maybe a pain point you have. Who knows? Y'all have a good one. Bye now.